Breaking horror news just dropped from the Hollywood Reporter, and it's already kind of messy. Because the Blair Witch Project reboot just pulled a full reversal after fan backlash, bringing back the original cast and creators to quote-unquote protect the legacy. There's already a huge problem. How are you going to remake the Blair Witch Project without 3 of the key voices that helped to create it and make it so powerful? Because that's exactly what Lionsgate and Blumhouse Atomic Monster are doing. I'm Hal Hefner, your personal professor of nerd horror. Welcome to Nerd Horror University, where we're dissecting the big news about the Blair Witch Project reboot. Because the Blair Witch Project reboot just pulled a full reversal after fan backlash, bringing back the original cast and creators to quote-unquote protect the legacy. But here's the problem. One of the people who helped Blair Witch feel real is still missing. Ben Rock, the original production designer, is literally quoted in the Hollywood Reporter article. And here's Rock's quote: "Neither one of the sequels connected with audiences the way they wanted it to connect, and so it might at least be worth talking to some of the original creators." But Rock's name is nowhere to be found, because if they're still leaving key voices out, especially creative ones, this reboot is dead on arrival by already repeating the same mistake that killed everything else after the original Blair Witch film. So let's not get it twisted. Whether you like the Blair Witch Project at all, it's truly the found footage film that launched an entirely new genre of horror that is still being copied today. And the reboot is already walking a tightrope. On one side, you've got nostalgia for one of the most important horror films ever made. On the other side, you've got a modern studio trying to reboot lightning in a bottle. Because here's the reality. You can bring back names, you can attach titles, you can say, "We respect the legacy." But Blair Witch worked because it felt real, accidental, almost forbidden. It was raw and new and surprised people with that blurring of the lines of reality and fiction. The Blair Witch website and the presence it had on the internet, created by Michael Manello, was groundbreaking because it brought people into the world by exploring all the new ways of storytelling by using the tools the internet offered. This made the Blair Witch Project not only found footage, but transmedia storytelling that captured folk horror legends and modern media together for the very first time. And so that leads me to ask the same question: where is Michael Manello's name too? That kind of creative magic doesn't come from committees, suits, or ChatGPT. If this turns into a polished, over-explained version of itself, it's done. And unless there is a new trick up their sleeve for a groundbreaking marketing campaign, one that brings the movie into the real world, that exploits fear through all of our new technologies, one that is fan first, because the Blair Witch's marketing campaign is still to this day regarded as one of the best movie marketing campaigns ever. It was so fan first and so deep and so forward thinking, I literally teach it to my students in my transmedia storytelling class at the Rochester Institute of Technology, based here in Los Angeles. So, if this doesn't push the boundaries of myth and reality through digital extensions, then why do we need it made? And then there's Heather Donahue, which is probably the most disappointing of all. You've got 2 of the 3 cast members, but you don't have the lead, who is and always will be the heart and soul of the Blair Witch Project. Without the entire Blair Witch team, good luck. Because let's be real, we never did and don't ever really need a Blair Witch remake or reboot. If fans want anything, we want something new from that universe, not a genius movie repackaged to cash in on right now. If they actually let the original voices shape it, sure, there's a chance. A small one. Especially if Mike Manello and Ben Rock are brought on board to reimagine the experiential creative magic that has made the film last in our minds since 1999. Because remember this, horror fans, we don't just watch. We're not stupid. We see the difference between cash grabs and passionate filmmaking pushing boundaries. And we remember, and we keep receipts.
Horror.
Please like and subscribe for more nerd horror. And we also have another channel called Nerd Horror Stories, a twice-weekly anthology horror series that tells tales of the supernatural, psychological, and unexplainable. So please check out Nerd Horror Stories.